Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon from Nigeria, and good day wherever you are across Africa. Welcome to today's information session. I'm sure everyone is familiar with me, but for the benefit of those joining us for the first time, my name is Adora Okoli. I'm the Entrepreneurship Programs Officer with the Tony Ilimelu Foundation. With me on the call is Rolin Foko, our French translator. And apologies to the Portuguese speakers or the Portuguese listeners. Nadia is unavailable today, but you can go back to watch the session and the subtitles in Portuguese will be available to you. Okay, Foko, please translate, then we can continue.
Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à cette session d'information. Donc, aujourd'hui, nous allons vous entretenir sur un certain nombre d'informations utiles dans le cadre de ce programme. Over to you, Nadia. Over to you, Adawa, please.
Thank you so much, Foko. So, the session today, or the information session today, will be brief and we'll try and make it concise as well. So just for the purpose of providing you with updates on the program and what you should be looking out for and what has been going on so far. Coco, please translate and we can continue.
Bon, aujourd'hui, on ne va pas être long. On va juste vous donner quelques informations pratiques sur la suite du programme afin que vous soyez mieux préparés et que chacun de vous puisse mieux exploiter l'opportunité qu'il y a offerte cette année. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Foko. Okay, so we'll be talking about two things basically, the business plan review feedback and seed capital documents feedback, seed capital documents update, then move on to Q&A. So first of all, I'm sure everyone has received their feedback, their business plan feedback. And if you are yet to receive, no, most likely everybody would have received their feedback. And the feedback is intended for your improvements, for future improvements on your business plan. So you do not have to submit it or you do not have to resubmit. I've gotten a couple of emails where entrepreneurs are asking, okay, I've updated my feedback, where do I submit it? And all of that. So no, you don't have to resubmit your business plan. The business plan is intended to improve, or for you to improve your business plan, rather. The feedback is for you to improve your business plan for future investments or for your business. Foko, please translate.
Oui, aujourd'hui, on va vous parler des commentaires. On va vous dire quelle était l'intention lorsque on vous a dit qu'on devait faire la revue de vos business plans et de vous faire les commentaires. Et puis, on va aussi parler de la procédure pour le fonds d'amorçage. Donc, pour ce qui concerne les commentaires de vos business plans, donc, on note que presque tout le monde a déjà reçu le commentaire du business plan et vous devez savoir que l'intérêt n'était pas d'avoir de vous de nouveau que vous puissiez soumettre vos business plans. Non, c'est pas ça. C'était juste vous faire des remarques et observations sur votre business plan afin que vous puissiez dorénavant l'améliorer ou bien que vous puissiez l'améliorer pour d'autres utilisations. Donc, pour le moment, on n'attend pas de vous que vous puissiez renvoyer le business plan corrigé. Non. Prenez à cœur les commentaires qu'on vous a envoyés et intégrez-le dans votre business plan pour la suite.
Okay, thank you so much, Popo. So for participants whose feedback was that couldn't access your documents, possibly your business plan, perhaps your business plan or your financials or your pitch videos, we've sent emails to the affected entrepreneurs or to the affected participants, and we're expecting your feedback. Some of them has been anxious to submit on time, while we're still expecting updated documents from the other participants. So we ask you to please check your emails. If you have been affected, you will certainly or definitely receive an email from us requesting for an updated document. So we'll move on to seed capital documents review updates. Foko, please translate, then you can take on this.
Oui. Donc, parmi vous, il y a des entrepreneurs dont on n'a pas pu avoir accès à leur business plan ou à leur fichier Excel. Ce qu'on a fait, on leur a envoyé des emails afin qu'eux puissent renvoyer de nouveau leur business plan et leur plan financier. Donc, ça concerne uniquement ceux dont on n'a pas pu avoir accès à leur business plan et par conséquent, ils n'ont pas reçu de commentaires de leur business plan. Donc, les mails vous ont été envoyés afin que vous puissiez soumettre vos business plans et vos états financiers. On passe donc à la procédure de déboursement. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. So I see some questions from entrepreneurs saying that they did not receive any feedback. Assuming you are not in the flagship program, because if you're in the 2024 TEF entrepreneurship program, feedback has been sent to everyone. But if you are in possibly the V4A program, your documents are still being reviewed. So if you are in that bucket or in that program I just mentioned, just note that your business plan is still currently undergoing review. Okay, to the seed capital documents review. Now, we received your documents. So we received a good number of participants have submitted their documents, right? And these documents are still being screened. Now, if you have not, we've sent feedback to some entrepreneurs or to some participants, telling them that one or two of their documents has been flagged and requesting for an update to their documents. So I'll just run through these documents through the list of the seed capital documents we required from you. And if you think you did not meet up, you did not meet any of these, any of the requirements, you can reach out to me via email. But then I sent emails, or I have sent emails to everyone who has been affected. So you don't need to resend your emails to me again. Coco, please translate them.
OK. Dans les commentaires dont on parle, il s'agit du programme phare, pas du programme des femmes sur l'environnement. Donc ici, nous parlons uniquement du programme phare. Et on dit, vous avez tous reçu les commentaires. Ceux qui n'ont pas reçu les commentaires, c'est ceux dont on n'a pas pu avoir accès à leur business plan et à leurs états financiers. En conséquence, un email leur a été envoyé. Donc, si vous êtes dans le programme des femmes, sachez que votre dossier est encore en traitement, vous êtes encore en train de recevoir les commentaires. Ça ne concerne pas tout ce qu'on va dire aujourd'hui. Donc, pour la procédure de paiement de site capital, donc, c'est ce dont on va vous entretenir maintenant et on va vous indiquer les éléments qu'il faut pour cela, pièce par pièce. Parce qu'il y en a qui ont envoyé les documents qui ne sont pas lisibles ou bien qui ont eu des soucis. On va maintenant vous dire exactement qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire pour avoir le financement. Over to you, Adaora.
Thank you so much. So I'm actually seeing, I see some questions again from entrepreneurs saying they've not gotten feedback on their seed capital documents. Now, you don't need to get it. The people that received feedback are the people that had one or two documents that were inaccurate. Those are the people that we sent emails to requesting that they submit updated documents. So if you have not received any feedback yet, just be patient, right? It's either your document is accurate or is still undergoing review. So be patient. There's no cause for alarm, but there's no need to worry. We'll give you an update on your documents at the end of the review. But as we are reviewing and we are seeing some inaccurate submissions, we are reaching out to the entrepreneurs or to the affected participant on the go. So you don't need to send multiple emails asking for feedback on your documents. Don't worry, everybody who has submitted documents will undergo document review. Now, I also saw a question from Susanna Chulu. Susanna Chulu, while Foucault was translating, I clicked the link and I checked your TF-ID, and I was able to see your feedback. So perhaps maybe you should check your internet connectivity to get a clear understanding of what the issue is. Okay, so I said I was going to give you a run through of the seed capital documents and to be sure that everyone has submitted something accurate or submitted accurate documents. First off, we require a valid government approved ID card, right? The government approved ID card should show your face, your face should be visible and your date of birth should be visible, as well as your names, the names you used to apply to the program, right? And the date of birth you have filled during the application or during the program. Yes. So like I mentioned, your face should be visible on the ID card. It shouldn't be blurry. You should at least, if you should be able to show somebody that ID card and the person can see your face very well. Even you yourself should be able to see your face. Secondly is we require that countries where UBA is present should submit UBA bank details and reference letter. So we have seen some participants in countries where UBA is present submitting details from other banks. Please note that it is not accepted or it will not be accepted. So if you have done that, which I must have sent you an email to update, please ensure you update that on or before Friday. Then even if you have submitted the bank reference letter that is not from UBA, I mean, if you are in a country where UBA is not present and you provide us the bank reference letter from a reputable bank in your country, ensure that the bank reference letter is in the letterhead of the bank. Please do not give us a bank reference letter that is handwritten, right? Or that is not in the letterhead of the bank. It has to be in the letterhead of the bank, be it UBA, be it non-UBA. It has to be in the bank's letterhead. And please do not explain that, oh, we have UBA in my country, but this other bank too is reputable. No, if you're in the country where UBA is present, ensure that you provide UBA bank details and reference letter. And the reference letter has to be letterheaded. Likewise for non-UBA countries as well. Foko, please translate, then we can continue.
Oui, donc, ce qu'on veut, on veut que vous soyez patient parce que les dossiers sont en traitement. Et si vous n'avez pas encore reçu un certain type de retour, c'est parce qu'on n'est pas encore arrivé sur le traitement de votre dossier de financement. Donc, il faut signaler que ce qu'on attendait de vous, c'est une carte d'identité où vous avez une demi-carte photo et où on peut clairement vous identifier et qu'on peut aussi voir votre date de naissance. Il faudrait maintenant que le nom soit le nom qui effectivement vous a permis de soumissionner à ce programme. Donc, on répète, la carte d'identité doit être une carte d'identité valable. La pièce d'identité doit être une pièce d'identité valable et une pièce d'identité émise par votre gouvernement. Votre photo doit être, sur votre photo, vous devez être clairement identifiable ainsi que le nom et la date de naissance et le jour. Pour ce qui concerne le compte bancaire, on vous signale que pour ceux qui sont dans un pays où il y a la banque UBA, vous devez fournir un numéro de compte, les coordonnées bancaires et une lettre de référence bancaire venant de UBA. Parce qu'on a vu certaines personnes qui sont dans des pays où il y a UBA et ils donnent des coordonnées bancaires qui ne sont pas UBA. À ce moment-là, on vous écrit pour vous dire de changer. Ça ne passe pas. On vous répète bien, on ne prendra pas de coordonnées bancaires ou de lettres de référence bancaire dans un pays où il y a UBA alors que vous avez ouvert le compte dans une autre banque. Ça ne passe pas. Par contre, pour ceux qui sont dans des pays où il n'y a pas la banque UBA, ce qu'on attend de vous, c'est les coordonnées d'une banque de renom qui a une bonne renommée et aussi la lettre de référence bancaire. Et cette lettre doit être sur le papier en tête de la banque où vous avez ouvert le compte. Même pour ceux qui sont dans le pays où il y a UBA, la banque de référence doit être sur le papier en tête de la banque UBA. Pour ceux qui sont dans les pays où il n'y a pas UBA, la banque de référence doit être, la lettre de référence doit être sur le papier en tête de votre banque. OK, on va toujours d'abord.
Okay, thank you so much, Foko. Next up is on the line of documents I was listed is the business registration certificate. Now, the business registration certificate has to be in your business name. Please not send us the business registration certificate. Almost everybody have sent their certificates. So for the ones yet to submit or for the ones that have submitted but submitted something else, you must have gotten an email. The business registration certificate has to be in your business name. Okay, and everyone that is contained in that business registration certificate, if you have other people in that registration certificate, that is possibly your director or your partner, please ensure you provide a partner's consent form. So anyone other than yourself that is contained in your business registration certificate must sign a partner's consent form, which will be submitted by you to us. Now, it doesn't mean that the consent form has to be, you have 5 people on your documents and you're submitting 5 consent forms. No, it can be one consent letter that is signed by the 5 people contained in your registration certificate. I hope this is clear. Before you can translate this, then we'll go on to the next. I just want to be sure everybody understands.
OK. Donc, autre document que vous devez fournir, c'est le registre de commerce. Et votre registre de commerce doit être au nom de votre entreprise et qui doit être le nom avec lequel vous avez soumissionné à ce programme. Le registre de commerce ne doit pas être un registre de commerce qui date de plus de 5 ans à compter de la date de votre candidature, la date de soumission de votre candidature. Donc, on ne prend pas les activités ou les entreprises qui ont été créées il y a plus de 5 ans à compter de la date de soumission. Et le registre de commerce doit être au nom de l'entreprise. Et c'est ce nom de l'entreprise doit être le nom avec lequel vous avez soumissionné à ce programme. Sur votre registre de commerce, il y a des noms qui vont apparaître. Ça peut être le nom de votre directeur général ou le nom des autres actionnaires ou des autres associés. Vous devez donc fournir une lettre de consentement de ces partenaires qui apparaissent sur votre registre de commerce. Si par exemple vous avez 3 ou 4 partenaires, comme les co-associés ou co-actionnaires ou directeur général, on ne vous demande pas d'envoyer 5 lettres de consentement. Ce qu'on vous demande, c'est une lettre de consentement que toutes ces autres personnes, en dehors de vous, ont signé. Donc, voilà clairement ce qu'on attend de vous. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Foko. So just to also note that the business registration certificate should not be more than 5 years as at the date of application. Okay, so if your business is above 5 years as at the date you applied or as at the date of application, please note that you have to, I don't know, but registration certificate has to be within up to 5 years, okay, as at the date you applied to the program. Secondly, your tax registration, the evidence of your tax registration should be in your business name, except otherwise, by which you have to send us, or which you have to send us an email. So going back to everything I said, first off, for UBA countries, you have to provide bank details and bank reference letter from UBA and ensure that the bank reference letter is in the bank's letterhead. Secondly, your ID card has to show your photo and your date of birth, and as well as the names you use to apply to the program. Thirdly, if you have other partners or directors contained in your business registration certificate, you have to provide a partner's consent form signed by all of the directors or partners listed in your registration certificate. Then I also mentioned that your tax certificate or your evidence of tax registration has to be in your business name. And if otherwise, please send us an email giving us evidences as to why your tax registration certificate is in your personal name, and also provide supporting documents as to how you can tie your business name to your tax number. Then I also mentioned business plan review feedback, which has been sent to everyone. And I said that you do not have to, based on the review, you do not have to resubmit. The feedback is the feedback is intended for you to improve your business plan for other investment purposes or for the purpose of growing your business. So you do not need to resubmit your business plan. So that's just an overview of everything I've said so far for those that just joined us. Now, I also mentioned that the documents you have submitted is undergoing review, and you should not send us, you don't have to send multiple emails asking for feedback, right? We'll send you feedback as these documents are being reviewed. So some people that have their documents reviewed already has gotten feedback. Okay, we flagged this, or we flagged 1 or 2 documents. Please send us an updated document. Okay, so those affected entrepreneurs have been reached out to, and we're expecting feedback from them. even entrepreneurs whose business plan were not accessible, or their pitch video was not accessible, or their financial plan was not accessible, emails have also been sent out to them. So moving on, the seed capital disbursement, I'm sure this is where everyone is going to be attentive because it has to do with money. So the documents are still being reviewed, like I mentioned earlier. And if you have been certified good to go, you'll be notified. And remember, we don't pay everybody at once. Payment is done in batches. Okay, so as we review and confirm okay, then you'll be notified and be credited with the seed capital. This is in line. We are taking it in. We are ensuring that our processes is in line with the terms and conditions which you signed at the beginning of the year and during the program as well. So also note that the submitting of your documents, right, is not an automatic seed capital disbursement to your account, or it doesn't guarantee automatic seed capital disbursement to your account. You have to complete the program phases, or all of the program phases. I'm sure you were reached out to for one verification or the other. Okay, so you have to have passed that, or you must have passed that. We'll notify you with all of this via email, or we'll explain all of this to you via email. Then the terms and conditions should have been fulfilled. So if you read through, or if you were diligent to have read through the terms and conditions or the agreements you signed at each phase of the program, you will be sure that you do not miss out or you do not flout any of the rules listed there. Then I'm sure you're good to go with receiving this capital disbursement. So Foko, please translate.
Ok, donc l'une des dernières informations que vous devez savoir, c'est que votre document des impôts, votre enregistrement aux impôts doit aussi être au nom de votre entreprise. On vous l'a signalé. Donc les documents fiscaux doivent aussi être au nom de votre entreprise, sauf pour des raisons particulières, auquel cas vous devez faire un email à la fondation pour indiquer pourquoi est-ce que les documents fiscaux sont à votre nom. Donc, voilà la dernière information. Globalement, on retient que vous avez déjà tous reçu les commentaires de votre business plan. On n'attend pas de vous de renvoyer de nouveau les business plans. Les commentaires qu'on a fait après la revue, c'est juste pour vous permettre d'améliorer votre business plan à d'autres fins. On a aussi signalé que certaines parmi vous, on n'a pas pu avoir leur business plan et on les a relancés par mail d'envoyer leur business plan et leur plan financier afin qu'on puisse aussi faire leurs commentaires. Concernant la procédure d'envoi des documents pour le capital d'amorçage, on a dit la carte d'identité doit être une carte d'identité où votre photo est assez claire, autant que votre nom et votre date de naissance. Et cela doit correspondre au nom qui a été soumis dès le départ lors de votre candidature. On a dit que les banques, le compte bancaire dans un pays où il y a UBA, ça doit être un compte bancaire UBA. Et que la lettre de référence bancaire doit être une lettre faite sur le papier en tête de UBA. Pour les pays où il n'y a pas la banque UBA, vous devez envoyer les coordonnées bancaires d'une autre banque, mais une banque de renom, et que la lettre de référence bancaire doit aussi être sur le papier en tête de cette banque-là. OK. Pour ce qui est du registre de commerce, on attend de voir un registre de commerce au nom de votre projet, au nom de votre entreprise et non à votre nom personnel, sauf si c'est une entreprise individuelle. Et que sur ce registre de commerce, si vous avez des co-associés ou des co-actionnaires ou des directeurs qui sont mentionnés sur votre registre de commerce, vous devez donc envoyer une lettre de consentement de tout ce monde. Et s'ils sont nombreux, on n'attend pas plusieurs lettres de consentement. On attend une seule lettre signée par tous vos partenaires d'affaires. Ça peut être des associés, ça peut être des actionnaires, ça peut être des directeurs qui apparaissent sur votre registre de commerce. On a aussi signalé que votre activité, votre entreprise ne doit pas être née il y a plus de 5 ans à compter de la date de soumission de votre candidature à la fondation. En conséquent, votre registre de commerce ne doit pas dater de plus de 5 ans. Si ça date de plus de 5 ans, vous n'êtes pas concerné par ce programme. Donc voilà globalement. Maintenant, pour ce qui concerne le décaissement des fonds d'amorçage proprement dit, vous devez noter que le fait d'avoir soumis tous vos documents ne vous rend pas éligible automatiquement à l'encaissement des fonds. On vous l'a dit, l'encaissement des fonds va dépendre d'une évaluation globale depuis le début. On vous l'a dit plusieurs fois. Donc, le fait de soumettre tous vos documents ne vous donne pas droit automatiquement au financement. Et on vous a demandé d'être patient dans tout ce qu'on fait. Pour ceux qui ont des documents où il y a des problèmes, vos documents sont en train d'être vérifiés par une commission d'audit. Pour ceux qui ont des soucis sur leurs documents, on leur signale ça et on leur envoie un email pour qu'ils puissent remplacer le document qui a un problème. Voilà tout ce qui est en train d'être fait maintenant. Et les paiements vont être faits par vague. Ça ne se fera pas en une seule fois. Donc, quand vous allez savoir que certaines personnes commencent à recevoir leur argent, soyez patients. Les paiements se font toujours par vague. Donc, voilà pour un certain nombre d'informations qu'on voulait partager avec vous aujourd'hui. Globalement, on exhorte votre patience durant tout ce processus. Merci. On va toujours d'abord.
Thank you so much, Foko. So I'll be reading through the comment section for questions. I've seen some entrepreneurs asking or some participants asking, okay, before I answer your question, this information session is targeted at the 2024 TEF Flagship entrepreneurs or TEF Flagship participants. Please, if you are in the Green Africa program or if you're in the We4A program, we'll have specialized information sessions for you. This is targeted at the flagship participants. Okay, so moving on. So I'm seeing questions from participants asking for the deadline for the seed capital disbursement. Like I mentioned, seed capital will be paid in batches. Okay, and you will get an email if your document has been screened and is okay for the seed capital to be disbursed to your account. All right, so not to worry, give it time. Not to worry, just understand that you have submitted your document. If you think you have fulfilled your part, that's okay. We'll reach out to you via email if you haven't or if you have, and would let you know when the capital will be disbursed to your account. Okay, so keep your mind at rest. Achie Josie, I've responded to your question. I understand that you are the sole owner, but you have somebody else contained in your documents. Please, you need to get this partner's consent form from her, partner's consent letter from her. You don't need to send multiple questions. I can see I've seen the first question you asked. For certificates, after you have been disbursed, or after you have received seed capital, you will be issued program completion certificates. So not to worry, that is already in view. Okay. So Praise God is asking when will the document screening be concluded. I cannot give a timeline now. I cannot give I cannot give a timeline now as to when it will be concluded, but be rest assured that we'll give you feedback via email. Be rest assured you will get feedback via email. Foko, please translate while we go through the other.
OK. Donc, on est sur la session des questions et réponses. Pour finir, que vous aurez des certificats après avoir reçu les encaissements. On est déjà en train de travailler dessus. Cette session qu'on est en train de tenir concerne uniquement les participants du programme phare. Ça ne concerne pas le programme Big Green ou le programme Women for Africa. Donc, pour ceux-là, vous aurez une session spéciale qui vous concerne. Ici, nous parlons uniquement du programme phare et toutes les informations qu'on donne concernent le programme phare. Donc, on vous l'a dit, si vous avez un partenaire et que son nom sort sur votre registre de commerce, ce partenaire-là doit envoyer une lettre de consentement. S'ils sont plusieurs, c'est toujours une lettre de consentement signée par tous les partenaires. Donc, voilà ce qu'on vous dit. Yes, Adawa, move on.
All right, thank you so much, Foko. Someone else is asking, what do we do with the feedback? Please use the feedback to improve your business plan. You do not have to resubmit the business plan. use it to improve, use the recommendation and the reviews to improve your business plan. I also mentioned that the certificates will be issued upon receiving the seed capital. Okay, after we have paid you seed capital, we'll issue you a certificate. For Suzanne, actually, please send us an email and we'll send you your TEF ID. I'm sure you don't have that. That's why you're unable to see your feedback. Okay. When is TEF Connect conference from Oluwafemi? Oluwafemi, I think you're referring to the TEF forum. We'll communicate that via email. Chipo, when should we expect the email for seed capital disbursement? That would also be sent via email. Like I mentioned, I will not give you a timeline. We'll send an email. Just know that if you send me an email, I will certainly I'll respond to you. Are we still going to sign the notarized document? It depends. We've not requested for it yet. It depends. Okay, I think that's about the questions that we have on here. Okay, Adiola Yusuf is asking, are we going to have a graduation ceremony? No, you're not going to have a graduation ceremony. You will just be onboarded. If you have been paid seed capital, you have been certified to receive seed capital, you'll be onboarded into our alumni network. Okay, so I think that should be the graduation ceremony you should be looking forward to. Okay, Kayode, can you talk about the green business? Okay, so the green training actually are for the entrepreneurs in the green space. So we noticed that possibly during the course of reviewing your business plan, you notice that this entrepreneur is in the green space. Okay, is in the green sector, and it would be good to take the green training just so that you expand or broaden or deepen your knowledge on what greening your business is. So that's the reason why you received that's the reason why you received those emails. Foko, please translate.
Ok. Donc, comme on vous l'a dit, les commentaires qu'on vous a envoyés par rapport à la revue de votre business plan, ce sont des commentaires dont vous devez tenir compte pour vous-même et améliorer votre business plan sur vos prochains dossiers. Pour le moment, on n'attend pas de vous que vous renvoyez le business plan à la fondation. Cette étape-là est passée. On vous l'a dit, les certificats d'accomplissement ou d'achèvement vont vous être envoyés. C'est un dossier sur lequel on travaille. Quelqu'un avait demandé l'idée, on a dit qu'on va lui envoyer son idée par email. Pour les délais, vous posez la question incessante sur les délais. Un email va vous être envoyé pour tout ce qui est paiement et délai. Pour les documents notariés, ce n'est pas nécessaire cette année. Donc, la fondation ne vous a pas demandé de faire un document notarié. Quelqu'un a demandé à savoir s'il y aura une cérémonie de graduation, une cérémonie de remise de diplôme. Non, il n'y aura pas de cérémonie de remise de diplôme. Par contre, il y aura une session de onboarding, une session d'accueil de ceux qui vont recevoir le financement. On va les accueillir dans le réseau des anciens. Ça, il y aura. Quelqu'un d'autre aussi a posé la question sur l'entreprise verte. Apparemment, dans son commentaire, on lui avait parlé d'entreprise verte. Ce programme, c'est le programme phare. Si on vous a parlé d'entreprise verte dans votre commentaire, c'est juste pour que vous puissiez faire des approfondissements sur les aspects écologiques de votre business plan ou de votre entreprise. Merci. Over to you, Adawara.
Thank you so much, Foko. So I saw a question from Atta. He's saying that his date of birth varies, is different on the certificates or on the ID cards he has provided. Please send me an email with your birth certificate that matches, which shows your actual date of birth, and we'll see how we reconcile it. But please do send me an email. Then for the entrepreneur, somebody Gulian is asking if bad feedback, is it a rejection? No, it's not a rejection. The review was to help you improve your business plan. Okay, so use that review to improve. Use the review feedback to improve your business plan. It doesn't mean that you have been rejected. Okay. Ngenda, I'm so sorry if I don't pronounce your name right. I received an email on the survey for the mentorship program. Now my question, what effect does that have on my program, and at what stage of the program are we after that email? Okay, so the survey was just to get your feedback on how the mentorship went during the 2024 flagship program. So it doesn't have any effect on the program at all. We just need your feedback on it. All right. What stage are we? We are currently in the seed capital document review phase, document review stage. That's where we are now, right? For entrepreneurs saying that, okay, somebody came to visit me in my office, or somebody came to visit me in my business at my business location, and I've not gotten any feedback. Remember, I said we'll give you feedback if you have been eligible for, if you have been found eligible for seed capital. If you are not, if you pass the verification and all of that, you don't need to worry. Okay, we'll send you an email. We'll not just leave you hanging or just go quiet on you. We'll send you an email. And for participants also asking, and if you notice that you have any discrepancy in your business documents, you can send us an email. Okay, just so that we see how we resolve it. For Abugri Mary, if we did not receive your or your account number, we'll send you an email. We'll certainly send you an email that we did not receive it. So not to worry. I think that's about the questions I have here. Stanley Osuzu, yours has been resolved as well, so you don't need to send multiple messages. I can see you. Gullian, I've answered your question. The bad feedback is not a rejection. Jonathan, Jennifer, no, you don't need to send us, you don't need to expect any other feedback. That was your feedback. Foko, I don't know if you're lost. You can just translate here.
Yes. Lui, il y a quelqu'un qui parle de est-ce qu'un mauvais commentaire veut dire que son business plan a été rejeté? Non, le business plan n'a pas été rejeté. On vous a dit les commentaires, c'est juste pour vous permettre de vous améliorer. Il n'est pas question de rejeter un business plan. Quelqu'un parlait de l'acte de naissance, je ne reviens pas dessus, la personne a certainement compris. On lui demande d'envoyer son acte de naissance. Quelqu'un a demandé à quel niveau on se trouve. On est encore au niveau de la revue. Et que ce soit la revue des business plans ou bien même de la revue des documents que vous avez envoyés. Pour ceux qui ont des problèmes sur les documents, il y a des emails qui leur sont envoyés afin qu'ils puissent se modifier. Donc, quelqu'un a posé une question sur un email sur le mentoring qu'il a reçu. Non, ça ne concerne pas véritablement dit ce programme. Ou bien ça n'impacte pas, ça n'influence pas sur l'encaissement ou bien sur le business plan, bref, sur ce qu'on est en train de faire. Donc, voilà globalement tout ce qui a été dit. Over to you, Adaora.
Okay, I think I saw a comment from George. George, your feedback has been noted, and we'll put that into practice. Thank you. Okay, for the dressers question, for those of us that were already verified before the program began, are we expecting another verification? No, if you have been checked before during at the earlier phase of the program, I think that's okay. So these are for people that were not even checked before in the first place. So yeah, I think that's about it. So basically, this information session will just give you an update on where we are now and what the next steps are. So if you have any other question aside what I have addressed here, like I mentioned, submitting your documents is not an automatic guarantee for the capital disbursement. We will let you know where you have flouted the rule. Okay, we want to ensure that your documents are very accurate. Your bank details are also accurate. You have not flouted any rule on our terms and conditions, and you have completed the program phases. So the program phases, somebody was asking, that's really surprising, because if you have been following through with the program, you will not be asking what the program phases is. But for the benefit of those that are confused as to what it is, we have the application, we have the training, we have the pitch, business plan, financials, and pitch submission. We have the business plan, financials, and pitch review. Yes, and we have the seed capital disbursement phase, seed capital document submission phase, which is where we are at the present. So if you have gone through all of these phases and you have completed them, and you have not flouted any rule in our terms and conditions, you have been verified, or you passed that verification. Don't worry, in all of these, if any of these, you did not do any of these, we will let you know. If you did not do all of this, we'll let you know. Okay, you receive an email from us. And if you pass all of this, we would also let you know. And for the timeline, we would also send you an email. So not to worry. We are so sorry we sincerely apologize. We sincerely apologize if your email has not been responded to. I'll certainly respond to them. So Foco is unavailable. Foco had to drop off. I'm so sorry to our French speakers or to our French listeners. And thank you so much for joining this session. I'll just answer a few questions, then we can end. How do we know we have passed? The verification was passed. Like I said, we'll send you an email. If you did not pass, we'll also send you an email. Those who submitted reference letter with notary deed, is it obligatory to change the letter? We'll send you an email if it's not necessary. So not to worry. Please share your email so that I can send my certificate of birth. Aka, you can send an email to inquiries, okay? I'll pick up your birth certificate from there. Okay, I think that's all. That's all the questions I can see from here. So I've answered basically all the questions before, so you can go back to watch the YouTube session or this session to have a better understanding of all the requirements necessary. And if I've not addressed your question, you can send an email to inquiries@tonyelumelu-foundation.org. Okay, or you can send me an email at dora.okoli@tonyelumelu-foundation.org and we'll do well to respond to you. Christopher, I don't know what question you are asking. You said that you haven't answered my question. Please, what did you ask? I'm not sure I saw it. Then Jacob Yarigo, your question is, what are the criteria that make disbursement eligible even when you have followed all the courses and make comments? I'm not sure I understand your question. Please, you can send an email to me. Maybe we can I'll better understand what you are trying to say here, but I'm not sure I understand this question. Okay, so thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you at the next information session. Also, ensure to read your emails if you receive or when you receive emails from us. Be on the lookout for your emails. Remember, our means of communication in this program is usually via email. So ensure to check your emails regularly. And if you have received any email from us, do well to acknowledge that you've seen it. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.